Hello YouTubers, this is Marty09933 and today we're going to be doing a broken bolt on the exhaust on a 2003 Ford Escape. And guys, it is going to be a pain in the butt. Okay, well, if you can see, that's the bolt that's broken in there. Okay, and I've already started loosening everything up. In order to get to that, you're gonna have to get the compressor out. It's gonna be a lot easier. You could probably do it, but this part of the compressor is in the way. So the compressor has 3 bolts and they're 13 millimeters. It's got 1 on top and 2 on the bottom. This one's kind of tricky. You gotta move this hose out of the way, but you can get to it. And the tensioner is right here for the belt. Just take a, let me get the ratchet. Okay, I got the camera set where you can see. The tensioner is right down here. Take a 3/8, stick it in the slot there. Just push on it, and you see, it releases the belt. That's how you loosen the tension on the belt. Okay, once you do that, then you loosen this bolt, and that's 13 millimeter. See how long these suckers are? Then you take the 2 bottom ones out. So far this isn't bad at all. This is pretty easy. You're not going to have a hard time with this. I'm using another jack stand to get this out of the way. Once you get that out of the way, now you'll be able to come in here. Now I'm having a real hard time trying to set this camera up. This is the bolt. That's why this thing right here was in the way to get to that bolt. Now here's where it starts getting a little bit rougher. There's a oxygen sensor way back here. That sucker has to come off because there's a bolt right behind it, and there's no way you can take it out unless you take that oxygen sensor out. I'll show you how I did it. Here's where it starts getting rough. I don't have my oxygen sensor wrench with me. I do have one, but it's at home. And again, I'm working at my brother's shop. So I used a crow's foot and this little stubby ratchet. And I got in there, and it's hard, guys. This is what took forever. Finally hooked it up on there. It's a 22 millimeter. And you can go over on this side, and you can see that oxygen sensor right there. Now there's an aluminum guard right here, if you can see that right there, that guard. I took a crowbar and I bent it down because my crow's foot would get caught on it. It couldn't turn. It would just get caught right there, and that's all it would do, move like that. So that piece right there, you push it down with a crowbar, then that lets that crow foot turn. And luckily I got it. It's loose now, but I had trouble. It took me a good while to get it loose, and I hooked it and I turned it and it felt like it slipped. So I kept messing with it, and what happened, I broke it loose the first time, and I was thinking it was still tight on there, but I reached with my hands and it turned real easy. Okay, once you do that, you need to unhook the oxygen sensor from its connection here. And what they have right here, they're loose already. It's got a little, let me see if I can zoom in. It's got a little tab. Where you at, guys? Okay, I'm lost. Right here. All you do is push on the tab and it comes out. Same with this other one. Where you at? Right here. This tab, push it down and it comes out. And it was hard. I had to spray some WD-40, and that's how I got him out. See? Push this little tab right here down and then pull it. But hold that other part so you won't tear nothing up. And like I said, it was very hard. That was the hard part, getting that oxygen sensor, and then those tabs, they were on there full of dirt. But like I said, spraying with some WD-40, that lubricates it. Then you can get to all the bolts. And this oxygen sensor was a pain in the ass too. It kept turning and turning. It seemed like it was forever before it would come out. And it finally came out, see? And then this had a bracket, but it was just hanging in there. I don't know what happened. It was just hanging in there. So I'll try to figure out where it goes. And when I put it back, I'll try to put it back for this guy. Okay. Now you can reach all these bolts. And these are 13 millimeters. Take them all off. And then I worked on these. These are 14, or let me see real quick. 15 millimeters. Take these two off, top one off, and these 13 millimeters. And I found out there was another one broken right over there. I'll show you here in a little bit. 13. That's it. Now it'll come out. You yank on it, and there we go. There we go. And this one's the other one that's broken right there, and this one. And let me get this gasket out of the way. Let me turn off the camera. Okay, that metal gasket is held on by these two screw studs. So now is the hard part out. I'm gonna have to figure out how to take these bad boys out. I'm gonna try tapping them with a punch, see if I can get them to turn. If not, then I'm going to start drilling in the middle. My first plan was to get my welder and weld a nut on there, but I'm going to try drilling first because this one was turning and it broke. Actually, it broke on me. Where's it at? Here it is, right here. Broke. So I think that one should come out easy. That one's the one that's been broken for a while, so that one's I don't know. We'll see what happens, but I'll film it. But that is the hardest part, is that oxygen sensor, and the clips were hard because they were all dry, so I sprayed them and they came out real easy. Okay guys, we're back at it. I tried using a punch and hammering around that. Where's it at? Right there. And it wouldn't budge, so I'm gonna go with the welder now. Got my little welder. Let's see what happens here. Okay, it's hard to get in here with the camera, but that's where I'm going to weld that nut. I hope I don't lose focus there. And bear with me, it's hard getting my helmet on and trying to squeeze in there. Okay, here goes nothing. Okay, like I said yesterday, I'm working at my brother's shop, so I left all my filming equipment at home. But see, that's what I'm doing right there. I'm building a little head on it so I can fit a nut over it and then try to screw it out. So let's continue. Okay guys, sorry I had you on pause for a while, but see, that's what I'm doing. Finally got that bolt welded on there. And I put some water on it to cool it off. And I just thought of something. Maybe this rag that I'm covering the ports, maybe I could wet it. And that would help because it caught fire. But if you wet it, that'll probably work better. But that's just something I thought about right now. Okay, now we're going to try to see if it'll come loose. Okay guys, I think it's working. Check it out. I just want to go slowly. As long as I can get it out where that head's going to come out, I think I'll be alright. I can grab it better. You just got to be gentle because You don't want to do all that work for nothing, and then it'll break on you. You can go back and forth. That'll clear the threads where you got a little bit of splatter from the welder. But anyway, I'm going to keep doing this, and then I'll show you when it comes out. Wow. Amazing. Come on, baby, don't mess up on me. You're almost out. Probably once it gets real loose, I'll grab a socket and just get in there and pull that son of a gun out. Okay, let me grab a socket. Okay, guys, I'm on the second bolt. This one already conquered. You see that one right there. And I thought I had the camera on, but I didn't. So what I'm doing is, they're kind of in there. They're not sticking out. They're kind of way in there. So what I'm doing is building up a bead. I'm going in there very slowly and carefully. And I'm building up a bead so I can put a nut on it. And it's slowly, just hit it a little bit. Stop, look at it, hit it again. And see, it's building a little head in there. So once I get it out, sticking out, I'll stick a bolt on there. That's what I did on the other side. But like I said, I'm sorry. I thought I had the camera on. It was off all this time. Okay, guys, bear with me. I think I got the camera where y'all can see what I'm doing. Just bear with me, man. See, you want to let that wire come out a little bit right there. Then hit it. Again. Again. And that's all you gotta do. Go slowly, slowly. And then I kind of clean it off so I can see where I'm at. And I think I'm gonna need a new hood because I can't see. I don't think it darkens fast enough because it kind of is blinding. It's blinding me a little bit when it starts. So, but anyway, that's the way you do it, slowly, and build up a little head where you can put a bolt. See, like it's building up a head in there. Where are you at? Right there. And what I'm trying to do is, I hope I don't burn myself, is build a head up there where I can take a nut like that. I'm gonna burn myself. Big old hands in the way, but that's what I want to do. Put that nut on there and weld it on there, and then I can turn it with I think that's a 13 millimeter. Okay, see? Took some vice grips, put that nut on there. I just got to make sure I weld in there real good, and we'll pull that sucker out. Okay, guys, and once you're ready to start, you want to go for it, make sure you let it cool off, or put water. That's what I'm using, water on it. And it looks like we got it. Oh, it was going, so it came out a little bit. I'm gonna have to weld it again. No biggie. Okay, here we go again. Let me cool it off. Okay, my excuse, I didn't get good penetration last time because my big old head gets tired, so I put this floor jack with some gloves on to hold my head up. So I was getting tired, and now I got a better weld on there. Let's give it a whirl. Okay, after 4 tries, I finally got it. I used a brand new nut. I wasn't getting very good penetration, so it kept snapping off, but on the 4th try, look. Finally. Beats drilling.
Okay, YouTubers, we're getting ready to put this Ford Escape back together. I let it sit for about 3 days because I needed it to cool off so I wouldn't get burnt. Nah, just joking. I had ordered the parts, so it sat for 3 days. But here's the parts. Got the gaskets and some new bolts. But this is the piece of aluminum that I told you I folded when I was taking the oxygen sensor, because my crow wrench would hit on this, so I bent it down, which is no biggie. You can pull it back up and straighten it up when it gets back in there. Okay, before we get started, I just want to touch up on something that I showed you earlier. And if y'all remember when I was welding on these nuts, the first one, I just did little spurts, you know, little blasts with the welder in there. And it worked for the first one, but the second one gave me hell. I could not get it out. I tried like 5 times, went through 5 different bolts. And finally on the last one, I kind of was frustrated. So what I did, I took the welder and I put it flush like that on that nut and just leaned on it for a good while. Bzzz. And I took a good weld, as you can see. I mean, use whatever technique works for you. I'm not a professional welder, but you can see I got by. So just use whatever technique you want to use. Okay, now I'm starting to put the bolts back in there. I've got 2, 3, 4 on there. And all you do is take the new one. Make sure it goes in there smooth. Take a 5mm. I think that's what this is. And they have on the tip, it's set up where you can get a ratchet in there. You know, you get the picture. Just ratchet in there. Okay, I think we're tight. Get it in there snug. There we go. I'm so afraid these damn things are gonna break. These shouldn't. They're brand new. These suckers I'm afraid of. I'm not even gonna mess with these. When I put it on, I'm gonna be real gentle with those. Don't want to be welding again. Okay. Let's put the gasket in. Kind of like this gasket better than the old one we had. Let's take the exhaust manifold. Of course, it's easier with 2 hands. Whoa. Trying to hold it up with my knee here. Okay, start putting the bolts in. Sorry, I'm trying to keep the camera still. Okay. Alright guys, I'm gonna tighten these. And then I'm gonna go for the oxygen sensor. Where are you at? Here we go. And I've got the oxygen sensor wrench now. We'll see if that'll help any when we get up here, which is way up here somewhere. I'll try to get a good shot of that. Okay guys, let's see if I don't have too much light. The oxygen sensor wrench actually did work better. You can see right here. It's grabbing. Already tightened it. All I gotta do is hook it on there like that, turn it, pull it back up a little bit, then back down. And it worked real good. I started with this side first, and both sides worked pretty good, but that longer 12-point side seemed like it worked better. This one was kind of too close. So you see, but you see it's still grabbing. It grabbed right there. But I had better luck. It was a lot easier using the 12-point side. So yes, it'll make it easier. Let me see if I can get a shot of the other side. I know I'm moving around a lot. Okay. We go around. Don't let me get so dizzy now. Okay, here on the other side. Maybe you can see it. Zoom in. See it right there? That's why I grabbed on it and sits tight. And there it's on now. Remove the wrench. So yes, this wrench works. If you get one, use the wrench. You probably won't even have to bend that. Now, get back up here. This is the aluminum that I bent right here, right next to the oxygen sensor. So I'm gonna pull it back here with a crowbar and everything be fine and dandy. Okay guys, now we're ready to put the compressor back on. Bring this up. Stick a bolt in there. That top one, that's a tricky one. Gotta move this hose around. And this bottom one, I forgot what those were, maybe 13 millimeter. Let me see. Yeah, 13 millimeters, and tighten those and you're almost there. Okay guys, I'm fixing to put the belt back and we're ready to fire this baby up. So take your ratchet, stick it in that slot. Take your cheater bar, makes things a lot easier. Push it. Let's see if I can get my big old head in the way. Put the belt on, make sure it's on there secure. And it is. Take your ratchet and let's see what it does. All right, we're done, guys. I'm just gonna fire it up, see how it sounds, and then tie these back here, find a support for them, see what happens. For no leaks, you don't hear that exhaust. Awesome. All right guys, I hope this helps you. And I got this wrench, I think from I don't remember where I got it, but I've seen him at AutoZone. And when you get the gaskets, you're gonna get 2 of these. I had somebody ask me, do I put both of them on? No, you only put one. They give you a set. They give you one for the front and the back, and this is the original one. That's why I guess they thought we put both of them, because it's like 2 of them in here. That's what it looks like, see? But I don't know, I think I like these better. They look thicker and like they're gonna seal better. Thanks for watching, guys. Talk to y'all later.